Good evening and welcome to Greenbrier Spartan Basketball 2018. Jeff Campbell, Casey Crane from Graham Middle School in Bluefield, Virginia. Tonight, the 0-2 Greenbrier Spartans looking for their first win of the season in their first road game of this new high school basketball season. Again, Jeff Campbell and Casey Crane. Casey, you take a look at this game tonight. First road trip for the Spartans tonight, taking on a Graham team that is doing pretty good so far this year.
Yeah, had an outstanding football team. Several of those guys playing basketball. We know Graham beat Martinsville the other night, who was either defending Virginia State 8 champions or state runners-up. So Graham thinks they've got a pretty good basketball team tonight. Watching them warm up, they look athletic. They're not very big, Jeff. They got some size or some guys that can move. Watching them warm up, they dunk a lot, so they can get up and play above the rim. It's going to be a challenge for East to deal with the athleticism. It'll be very similar to what they saw in Woodrow last week.
Okay, we'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll talk with East head basketball coach Bimbo Coles. Welcome back to the Princess Pharmacy Spartan Countdown. We're talking to Greenbrier East head basketball coach Bimbo Coles. Coach, back on Friday night, Spartans played their second game of the season. Really a pretty competitive game. Beckley wins the final score of 78-64.
Yeah, it was a competitive game. You come out the top of the third, we have 12 turnovers in the third quarter that they got the lead up to about 19, 20 points, and we worked our way back into the game. Our guys didn't give up. We got ourselves back in the game and got it to 7 points with the ball, and then had 3 straight turnovers that led to 6 points, and they pushed the lead up to 14 points, and it was a little bit too late after that. But our kids are playing hard. We just got to start putting things together.
Your team had a 6-point lead early, second quarter. Beckley made a little run there. 3 at the end of the second quarter, cut it down to a 3-point Beckley lead at halftime. That had to make your team feel pretty good going into the locker room.
Yeah, we felt pretty good going in the locker room, but we knew that they were going to start pressing us a little bit more harder in the second half. And we had to, be able to handle the pressure and not turn the ball over. And that's what we talked about at halftime. Don't turn the ball over. Don't turn the ball over. We have an opportunity to win this game. But exactly what we did in the second half. We turned the ball over. I know at least 15 times that I can remember.
Casey, right now the Spartans again coming in with a record of 0-2. And when you look at this game, it's really important because I know that Coach Bimbo Coles wants to get a win in, especially when the Spartans don't play for another 8 days at the Jerry Bradley Memorial Christmas Tournament coming up next week. And then they got the South Charleston game there on Wednesday, so of next week too. So I mean, you want to get a game in, you want to get a win in before all that stuff happens.
And with Christmas holiday coming up, and school being out, there'll be some interruptions in practice. So yeah, you want to have a good vibe because you probably get practice tomorrow and Saturday, and you probably be off again until Tuesday and get one practice in for South Charleston. So it's important, as you start working into the next calendar year, you want to start building some momentum. And we've had a couple schedule changes, and then if your coaches want to keep seeing improvements. And he mentioned, I know he didn't come across there in his pregame we did. He talked about fighting, working against the press. He knows he's going to get pressed because he's seen after 2 games so far that they have struggled. Greenbrier East has struggled versus press because they're just not handling, trying to get better. And he's expecting teams that have scouted the East to press, and he's got to find a way to do a better job with these guys of handling pressure and getting some transition baskets and some easy points.
Again, both teams in the locker room. Now Graham is making itself coming on out. And the Greenbrier East Spartans in the dressing room area to our right now coming out onto the floor. We're going to come back and we will tip it off here from Bluefield, Virginia. It's Greenbrier East at Graham. And you're listening to the Fritz's Pharmacy Spartan Countdown.
Fritz's Pharmacy, a locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, has always been known for its quick and friendly service with the best prices. We fill hundreds of prescriptions every day. Our stores may seem busy at times, but we always have time for you, our loyal customers. There's a lot going on at Fritz's Pharmacy in addition to filling prescriptions. Our autofill robot allows us more time to talk to you, answer your phone calls, and help assure you're comfortable with your medications. We know you sometimes visit multiple doctors. If they each prescribe different medications, you need someone who can trust to look after your safety and well-being. Fritz's Pharmacy provides personalized medication packaging. Do you take medication several times daily? Do you take different medications and doses during the day and find it difficult to keep track if you took your doses or if you took it at all? We can help. Ask for details next time you're in our store. We provide certified fittings for customized diabetic shoes, support stockings and hosiery at no extra charge. Fritz's Pharmacy provides a personalized compounding service. Some prescriptions require special doses or special formulations. We also provide compounding prescriptions for your pet. Fritz's Pharmacy accepts most insurances and Medicare Part D plans. And when it's time to change your Medicare Part D plan each year, we have someone to help you decide which plan is best for you. Fritz's Pharmacy also carries a full line of over-the-counter items, a wide variety of vitamins, braces and supports, cough and cold remedies, and amino actives. We're in Lewisburg, Raynell, Alderson, and Ronceburg. We want to be your pharmacy, and that's a day in the life of Fritz's Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm on commercial. You there? Hello?
Back at Graham Middle School in Bluefield, Virginia, Greenbrier East being introduced here to the crowd at Bluefield. So, folks, I know we're having some technical problems here, so bear with us tonight. We are having to use a cell phone, and we know it's not the best quality in the world. And then we've also got some other issues back at our station in Fairleigh right now. So just bear with us the best you can, and hopefully we can get this game finished for you here over the next hour to an hour and a half. So tipping off at 8 o'clock, Casey, we were kind of led to believe this game could start as early as around 7, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah, we were told to hustle down because in Virginia they only play 6-minute JV quarters, and of course the JV game goes to overtime. They called hundreds of fouls, and so we're about 30-some minutes late getting started, but thank goodness the JV game went long. As many technical issues as we've been having trying to get set up this evening.
Starters being introduced here tonight. And don't forget our next boys broadcast will be coming up here for you on Wednesday night next week at South Charleston at the South Charleston Community Center. And Casey, I want you to take a look at our starters for us.
All right, starting first for Graham, they're going to have Darren Martin, Drew Baker, Emil Curto, Ty Gray, and Garrett Dalton. For the Spartans, Jeter, Lemons, Godfrey, Beswick, and Taylor, normal starting 5 so far this year.
Spartans in their brand new traveling green uniforms, and it's the first time we've seen those this year. There is, let's see, it's green top, green bottom. They've got Spartans in script across the chest in gold with a gold numeral. And the only white I see on those uniforms, I think I see some white on the piping on the shorts down below. Or is that all gold and I'm just seeing things?
It looks gold to me with just the lights hitting it.
All right, it'll be Rozelle jumping for East against Garrett Dalton of Graham, and we are underway here at Graham Middle School. And a G-men control the tap. It'll be Drew Baker running the point, brings it off to the left wing, sends the pass out front to Darren Martin. Jeter comes down on him as the Spartans open up in a man-to-man defense. Drew Baker back on the left side over to Garrett Dalton. Kicks it out front. They'll go right side here over to Curto. Emil Curto bounce passes on the left wing. They'll drive inside, put it up, shot no good. Rebound comes down to Beswick. Spartans first possession. Beswick gives it over to Lemons, right side. A Taylor three's in the air. That one rims out, no good. Rebound comes down to Rozelle Godfrey. He'll give it off now to Beswick. They'll work it out front for a three by Lemons. That one rattles out. Rebound controlled here by Graham.
Two good looks for the Spartans, Jeff. Both three-point shots rattled in and out. Either one could have easily gone in.
Graham has it. Here's Baker, works it down inside over to Curto. Back on the right side to Dalton. Now the foul lane. Out to Dalton. Out top to Baker. He's open for three. That one hits off the back plate, bounces up high and hits the support cable above the backboard. It will turn over here to Greenbrier East. No score. We played just over a minute. Into the front court comes Greenbrier East. Taylor, and a pass out front goes to Beswick, and a foul called on Graham's Ty Gray.
That'll be his first team foul, number 1.
Inbound comes in here for Corey Beswick. Beswick will penetrate to the left elbow, tries to bounce pass down low, and nobody at home. Rozelle Godfrey, the intended receiver of that, and wasn't expecting it, goes out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Graham.
And it wasn't a very good bounce pass. The ball bounced right in front of Godfrey's feet. He never really had a chance. The ball's got to be coming up. That was going still down when it went to Godfrey, so just not a good pass.
So Graham will inbound from the side court. Curto gets it in to Baker. Drew Baker stops, has his pass tipped by Beswick, controlled here by Dalton out front. Gives it now over to Darren Martin. Jeter comes out on him defensively. Right wing over to Drew Baker. 2 minutes gone by and no score here in Bluefield, Virginia. Here's Darren Martin, goes out front to Drew Baker. Baker will drive in, force it up, and draw a two-shot foul against Greenbrier East.
And that foul will go on Godfrey for the Spartans. That'll be his first team number 1.
Two-shot foul for Drew Baker. And the first one's up and in. One nothing the score, Graham. Second one is up. That one rattles out. Rebound to Godfrey. 1-0. Graham leading East. Taylor gives it out top to Lemons. Jeter has it on the left wing. Drives down, dumps it off. Godfrey lays it up and in. Nice entry pass from Jeter. He'll get the assist. Godfrey gets the points. Spartans lead 2-1.
Jeter recognized when Dalton stepped to Jeter. It left Godfrey wide open. Nice little pass and good catch by Godfrey. I'd like to see him finish that with a dunk, though, Jeff. He has in the lane like that. Send it in with authority.
Martin's pass is knocked away, and we got a steal here against East. They'll call a reach foul on Graham High School's Darren Martin.
That'll be Martin's first, team number 2.
Inbound for Beswick. 5:15 left in the first. Spartans with the ball and a 2-1 lead. Beswick from the foul line lets it fly, and he hits it. Beswick from 15 feet away. Makes it a 3-point lead for East now at 4-1. Graham tries to answer drive inside, and Godfrey knocks it out of bounds. The rejection will keep the ball with Graham with 4:55 left.
Nice job timing that one by Godfrey. He blocked it and sent it to the concession stand.
Had a nice selection out there, I noticed.
Yes.
Didn't get anything, but pretty impressed. The Graham football boosters will run that concession stand. Here's Martin with it out top. Gets it over on the left side, or right side, down in the corner. Gray, ball knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds to Graham as Godfrey got a hand on it for East.
Blocked that shot by Gray, and when he caught it in the air, outstanding athletic play by Godfrey. Unfortunately for him, when he caught the ball, he came down out of bounds. But great block and catching all in one motion.
Inbound comes out front for Martin. Bounce passes left side over to Baker. Back to Martin to the foul line now for Curto. 4:20 to go, first quarter. Graham works it underneath. Here's a shot put up down low. It's missed by Dalton. Rebound comes inside. Dalton gets it back, lays it up and in. 4-3, East lead cut down to a point.
That time Godfrey tried to block the shot. Jeff got himself out of position, couldn't get the rebound, allowed Dalton to get his own miss, put it back in for the easy basket.
Here's Lemons out top to Taylor. Out front to Beswick. Back on the left side, and Zion Jeter shuffled to feet. Turns it over now to the Graham G-men. Inbound to Graham. Martin brings it up the floor, and a little dribble exhibition. Ball knocked out by Beswick. It'll stay with the G-men. Across the timeline comes Martin. Right side pass to Baker. Down on a block to Dalton. They'll work it inside. Ball knocked away by Taylor, but taken back by Graham, and they'll throw it away. It'll be Spartan basketball. Hustling defense by East created that opportunity. Now the Spartans will get it back with a 1-point lead.
Curto that time going in for the shot. I couldn't tell. It looked like Beswick blocked it or slapped the ball away from behind. Curto rallied to get the ball and just threw a wild pass into the bleachers.
Beswick on the right side. 10-footer kisses it off the glass. 6-3 the score. East leading with 3:15 to play in this first quarter. Back the other end comes Baker. He'll drive in, dump it off. Nice pass, and Dalton scores it down low. 6-5 East lead. Here's Taylor, left alone, left wing three, puts it up, rattles out, rebound to Graham. Spartans had one pass and one shot on that possession. The Graham G-men up the floor. Driving in is Martin, who will draw a two-shot foul.
That'll go on Taylor for the Spartans. That'll be his first, team number 2. Send Darren Martin to the line for a pair.
First one's up and in, and we are tied. And they hits them both. Darren Martin with 2 free throws, and Graham has the first lead since it was 1-0. It's now 7-6.
And Graham throwing a little full court pressure off the make. If they scouted East, we didn't get the pregame on, but Coach Coles mentioned he knows teams are going to press East because they struggled versus the press.
Here's Taylor, works it off to the right side. Gets it down low to Jeter, who is going to fall to the floor and grab his knee, but he'll be okay. Gets up with a little dance, and the Spartans turn it over now to Graham.
Looked like he stepped on someone's foot as he caught the pass, trying to make a cross-the-lane pass to Godfrey. Just got off balance that time, and errant pass, and Godfrey not able to corral it.
Graham basketball and a 1-point lead. Approaching 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Curto with it on the left wing. Feeds it out top to Martin. Martin will penetrate down the left side, and Jeter picks up his first.
Be team third. Be 2 shots again. Graham. All 3 team fouls for the Spartans, Jeff, have resulted in 2 free throw attempts for Graham. They send Martin back to the line. He's got 2 points, 2 of 2 at the foul line.
And he misses the first. Clock stops at the line with 2:04 to go in the first.
Now Godfrey and Taylor will check out. Persinger and Penn checking in for the Spartans.
Penn hit a big 3 at the end of the second quarter back on Friday night against Woodrow. Cut that halftime deficit down to 3 points.
Just going to say East really small on the floor right now, Jeff, going basically with a 5-guard lineup.
8-6 the score now as Martin hits 1 out of 2. 2-point lead, the largest of the game for the G-men. Lemons gets it up to Persinger. Ball tipped away. Lemons controls in the corner now to Penn. Drives, kicks it back left side. Jeter has the ball knocked away, and it's taken by Graham. Couldn't tell if that was going to be a pass or a shot, but anyway, Graham with the basketball with under 1:40 to play now in the first quarter. They'll work it inside. Layup shot missed by Dalton. Rebound to Beswick. Spartans bring it back up the floor with 90 seconds to go in the first. Beswick has it knocked away. It's stolen again by Graham. Another turnover here against East. That's already 5 in his first quarter. Baker gets it down inside. Ball knocked away and controlled now by Persinger of East. Persinger up to Beswick. Beswick penetrates, kicks it off in the left corner to Penn. Out top, a long Lemons 3 is no good. Rebound to Graham. G-men have it with under a minute to play in the first.
He's playing a little zone here, Jeff. Little 3-2 now.
See that. Down inside, they'll put up a shot. That's Martin. It's no good. And the rebound is cleared.
Taken out of bounds that time by Dawson for Graham. Greenbrier East will take over. We got Ty Gray checking back in for Dalton for the G-men. Probably end of quarter break for Dalton, 44 seconds to go. Got to figure he'll sit out the last 44 and then the 1 minute between the quarters.
East down by 2 with the basketball, and they're going to throw it away. An over and back violation. Zion Jeter thought it was tipped and tried to sell that argument to the referee. They didn't buy it. It'll be G-men basketball here with 35 seconds to go in the first.
And once again, we're seeing Greenbrier East struggle with pressure, Jeff. Been the difference in both ball games so far this season.
Drew Baker, top of the key to Chance Dawson, who's checked in the last dead ball.
Now East going back man-to-man.
Down to 10 seconds to go. Baker out top, gives it over to Martin. He'll drive, put it up and score. Darren Martin with 5 points in his first quarter. Three-quarter court shot is no good. Boy, Lemons hit the back of the rim. And after one, it's Graham 10, East 6.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
Back in Bluefield, Virginia, the Greenbrier Spartans trail Graham by a score of 10-6 after the first quarter. And Casey, turnover is really the problem for the Spartans in this game early on.
6 turnovers there in the first quarter. Graham with only 3, and we've seen it time and again, Jeff. East has struggled with full court pressure, and Graham got a little bit. And East, a couple possessions, they didn't get shots off. They just turned it over too quickly. So we've seen when East got in their offense, they've had a little bit of success.
Levens in the corner now to Penn. And ball knocked out of bounds by Graham. To begin the second quarter, Bimbo Coles will go with, now substitution. It was Jeter, who's now replaced by Taylor. So it's Taylor, Beswick, Penn, Lemons, and Persinger.
Jeter sat down at the quarter, but the referee said he couldn't check, wouldn't let it check in at the quarter. Coach Coles was having a discussion with one of the officials there, and they made Taylor come back out and Jeter back in to start the quarter.
Spartans down by 4. Opening minute of the second. Here's Beswick out front. Left side three is going to be no good. The rebound comes down to Graham. And the G-men working up the floor now to Drew Baker. Foul lane extended right side for Dalton. They'll work at their corner now. 3-ball put up. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to East, and we got a
32's hurt there. Gray drove through the lane, stepped on someone's foot, or rolled his ankle. I could see him roll over.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if he hit someone's foot or landed on his own, but he rolled it pretty good and was writhing around in pain on the baseline. I think Bimbo's mad at the officials for stopping the play when Greenbrier had the ball in transition. That's always a tough thing for the officials. They try to stop things for safety, but you're also, the other team in East in that case had the advantage, would have had a layup.
And we got a moving screen out front called on Persinger.
That'll be his first, team fourth. And I tell you, Jeff, in the JV game, we had in Virginia, they use the same officials for JV and varsity. They called a lot of moving screens in the JV game on both teams.
Up the floor comes Easton. Boy, we got another foul here on Persinger. He's picked up 2 in about 5 seconds.
That one, I'm going to go on record saying that's a bad call. Persinger made a nice play on the ball. Got a piece of it. One of the Graham players' arms, they ran through. They both were going for the ball. He ran through the arms. They called a foul. Just good hustle by Persinger. Unfortunately, he was not rewarded with a steal.
Graham with the ball and a 4-point lead. Martin, left side to Baker. They'll work it down underneath. Shot by Chance Dawson is no good, but it'll be out of bounds to Graham off of Persinger. On the inbound, beautiful entry pass and the layup good by Darren Martin. And it's 12-6.
Got to call that cutter coming through the lane. Nobody spoke that time, and Martin had an easy layup.
Graham works it, or East works it down inside, and a bullet pass from Penn to Persinger. Persinger scores and makes it 12-8 Graham. Four-point lead. Inside, we got a foul called here on the Spartans.
That'll go on Beswick. That'll be his first, team 6th already.
And on the inbound pass is stolen away by Persinger. Persinger brings it up the floor. Gives it off to Lemons. Lemons will drive, kick it left side. Here's a 3 by Taylor, and it's good. Logan Taylor from the left wing makes it 12-11. East has now scored 5 straight. Martin with it, goes baseline, drives in, shot too long, rebound pulled in by East, Justin Davis. Back we go the other way. Persinger on the left wing, sends it cross court to Taylor. Taylor, long 3, shot no good. Rebound comes down long, it's going to be out of bounds. It'll be Graham basketball.
Now we'll see Godfrey check back in, maybe.
Nope.
He goes to the scorer's bench, and Bimbo grabs him and sends him back.
On the inbound, a steal by Persinger, and he'll lay it up and score. East takes the lead. They've scored 7 straight, and it's 13-12.
Now we'll have a foul on Nathan Lemons. That'll be his first on a reach-in, team 7th. So it'll be 1-1 on the other end for Graham.
So Graham will go the other end. Drew Baker tied the game with the first one and gives Graham the lead on the second. Hits them both, and it's 14-13, the G-Man lead. Here's Persinger with it. Out front. Right wing three by Taylor. Shot rims out. Rebound controlled now by Graham. G-Man lead at 14-13. Back the other way comes Curto. Sends it out front to Darren Martin. His father is a professor in the education department at Concord University. He's here tonight. See him sitting over there across the way. They'll work it down inside. Graham does, and a shot missed by Dalton, but he'll draw the foul on Justin Davis.
That'll be Davis's first, team 8. There's a two-shot situation here. Dalton, he's got 4 points. All those coming early in the first quarter.
Line to our right. First foul shot is good. It rattles in for Garrett Dalton. Graham leads by 2. Missed the second rebound, though, comes down to Graham. They get an offensive rebound off the miss. Here's Darren Martin on the left side. He will drive underneath and draw a foul.
That's also going to go on Justin Thomas. Be his second, team 9th. And Jeff, a little discouraging on the foul situation. He's now with 9 team fouls. Graham with 2. Jeter will check back in. Thomas checks out.
Kasner goes to the scores table. And Darren Martin hits the foul shot. That gives him 8. Lemons out, Kasner in with 4:30 to play until halftime. And Martin hits them both. He's putting together a nice game so far. It's a 3-point lead for Graham, 16.
And a steal.
And a steal now by Graham. Bounce pass underneath, layup good. Emil Curto. I need you to count the score. I've got 18-13. The scoreboard has 19. 4:20 to go in the second. Here's Beswick on the right side from 12. Shot no good. The rebound comes down. It goes out of bounds. It'll be East basketball.
I've got 19.
Okay. Here's the inbound for Kasner. Looks over the options, puts the ball down with a dribble, now gives it over to Beswick. Under 4 to go until halftime. Now Persinger. And Bimbo Coles wants a timeout. 3:46 to go until halftime. It's Graham 19, East 13.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
Back in Bluefield, Virginia, the Graham G-Men lead Greenbrier East here 19-13. And I think Coach Cole's making a little adjustment here in the lineup. Casey's got 5 new Spartans on the floor, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them have never stepped foot on a varsity floor until right at this moment.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like Tucker Vi, Clay Jackson, I think I saw him, Tyler Young, Tyler Perry, and Jason Dodd, I believe, were the 5.
Yep. All right, Dodd will inbound, gets it in here for Tucker Vi. Gives it over to Clay Jackson, now on the right side. Over to Tyler Young, and Dodd walked with it. Up the floor now comes Graham with a 6-point lead.
East jumping a little 2-3 defense now with these new guys in.
Martin with it. Gives it over on the right side. Driving shot, no good. Rebound, Graham, and a foul called on East. I think they've got Perry on that one.
I think they gave it to Dodd instead.
Okay.
Could have given it to either one. That team fouled 10, but it was 2 shots already for Dalton. He's got 5 points. He's 1 of 2 at the foul line.
And the first one is up and in by Garrett Dalton. That gives him 6 points. 20-13. Second one is good. It's an 8-point lead for the Graham G-men now. Jason Dodd will inbound against full court pressure now from Graham. He'll get it into By, and his pass is knocked away. It's stolen by Graham. Martin's shot is no good. The rebound comes into Drew Baker. Baker bottled up. The ball kicked out in the backcourt now. And it's going to be touched by Graham. Over and back violation. Gives it.
I think there might overrule officials getting together, Jeff. I thought one of the kids from East hit it first.
If anybody from East hit it, it would have been Clay Jackson.
And they're going to keep the call, let it stand.
It's going to be.
And the official said it was off
okay.
the Graham player's knee. That wasn't a Spartan touch. A good piece of officiating there.
Inbound for East as Bimbo has put the starters back in now. Here's Beswick with it out front. Up top to Taylor for a three. It rattles in for Logan Taylor. His second three of the night makes it 21-16, and the Spartans needed that one badly. 8-point lead cut to 5. Baker with it. Over to Curto. They'll work it down inside. Here's a shot put up. It's missed by Dalton, partially blocked by East, and a rebound comes down to the Spartans. Lemons over to Taylor on the left side. Taylor brings it out on the wing, sends a pass in the corner to Lemons. Lemons will pull it back over to Taylor. Back out top to Lemons. He'll penetrate, hand it off to Jeter. Jeter will drive, send it over now on the left side to Taylor. Out to Beswick. Over to Taylor, hands it off to Jeter. 2:10 left in the half. Spartans with the ball, down 5. Lemons works, drives in from the elbow, and he knocks it in. The first points tonight for Nathan Lemons. 21-18.
That was a tough pull-up jump from about 12 feet away with the defender hanging on him.
Graham works it down inside. They get it underneath to Dalton. Back out to Martin for 3. The shot no good. Rebound comes into Taylor. Spartans down 3 with the basketball. A reach-in foul called on Graham's Emil Curto.
That'll be Curto's first, team third.
So the Spartans will inbound, down by 3 with 90 seconds to go in the half.
Now, Graham's showing a little 2-3 zone, Jeff. If you're a Spartan player, you got to like seeing zone the way we shoot the 3.
East works it out front to Beswick. His 3 is no good. Martin rebounds, and he wants to run. Martin leads a 2-on-2, and he'll take it all the way and score for the Graham G-men. Martin makes it 23-18. Down to 1:03 to go in the half. Lemons has it, gives it over to Taylor. A 3 ball is up, shot too strong. Ball comes down to Graham's Chance Dawson. Over to Martin, he'll spin in the lane, shot no good. Rebound for East, nobody crashing the boards for Graham. Now Lemons will drive, let it go from the foul line. He's got 4 in a row. 23-20 now. Down to 30 seconds to go in the half. Up top with it is Baker. Sends it over on the right side to Curto. Underneath, back over to Baker. Shot no good. Rebound out of bounds. East ball with 15 seconds left. Spartans down by 3. Here's Lemons up the floor. Gives it up to Beswick. Over to Taylor now with 6 seconds. Out to Beswick. Now to Lemons. He'll get it down inside. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and the East is going to have it with just 1.7.
East didn't seem really any hurry there, Jeff. I'm not sure if those guys saw the scoreboard. Didn't act like they knew how much time was left, still passing around the perimeter. Got time for a catch, a dribble.
They'll get it into Beswick, and a long 3 is off the rim. And we've reached the end of the first half here from Bluefield, Virginia. With the score, Graham 23, Greenbrier East 20.
For 70 years, S.J. Needhawk Lumber has provided products for your home from foundation to finish. S.J. Needhawk has most everything you need for your home and land. Roofing and insulation, windows, doors and floors. Picking that perfect paint or redesigning your new bath or kitchen. S.J. Needhawk also has products for the farm, from feed products to gates and fencing, building projects or DIY jobs. For 3 generations, S.J. Needhawk Lumber is your home solution.
Lead. Then Graham went on a 7-0 run to end the first quarter over the last 3 minutes and led it after one by a 10-6 margin. In the second quarter, the Graham G-men one time built an 8-point lead at 21-13. The Spartans closed out the half on a 7-2 run, and for the second quarter, the scoring by quarters column, East did outscore Graham 14-13 in that second period, but trail it by 3, just like they did Friday night against the against the Beckley Flying Eagles from the Spartan Gym. 3-point deficit here at the break in Bluefield, Virginia, with our score, Graham 23 and Greenbrier East 20.
We're back here at Graham Middle School halftime. Greenbrier East trailing Graham 23-20. Scoring in the first half. First for Graham, Darren Martin with 11, Drew Baker 3, Emil Curto 2, and Garrett Dalton 7 points. Shooting for Graham in the first half, they were 6 of 20 overall from the field, 30%, 0 of 2 from 3, 0%. Almost half their points from the foul line, 11 of 14, 79% from the foul line. East got a bunch of fouls early, and Graham able to capitalize with a lot of free throws made, so 11 of 14 from the foul line, almost half their points coming on foul shots. Scoring for East in the first half, Lemons with 4, Godfrey with 2, Beswick 4, Devin Persinger with 4, and Logan Taylor with 6 points on 2 made three-pointers. Shooting for the Spartans in the first half, they were 9 of 18 from the field, 50%, 2 of 10 from 3, 20%, and the Spartans did not attempt a free throw in the first half. So the difference on free throws alone of 11 points in this game right now. East not scoring any, and Graham with 11. Big difference, Jeff, you mentioned earlier, 9 turnovers for the Spartans in the first half, 6 in the first quarter. Really struggled early on when Graham was able to get their lead by pressuring East. Had a couple sequences there where East, I think out of 4 possessions, turned it over 3 times, but give Coach Coles and those guys some credit. They got a couple things adjusted, got a timeout in there, and started handling pressure with a whole lot more success, got a few transition baskets, and then Graham really just backed out of it because East was having some success against it. Graham only with 5 turnovers there in the first half, so overall, even though East struggled a little bit, they're right back in this thing down 23-20.
Back in Bluefield, Virginia, second half set to get underway here. Greenbrier East down by 3. 23-20 is the score, and Graham gets the ball to begin the second half, and they attack immediately with a layup by Curto. Graham leads it by 5. 25-20 the score now. At the other end, Lemons will drive in. Kick the ball out front, ball knocked away. Up the floor, Martin is going to draw a foul. He'll shoot a pair.
That'll go on Taylor. It'll be his second for the Spartans team, first in the second half. Martin's 11 points in the first half, leading scorer in the game. 5 of 6 already from the foul line.
Line to the left, Martin hits the first. (26-20) the score. Graham by half dozen. Martin's already got 12 points. And he's got 13. It's a 7-point lead. Their largest has been 8 when it was 21-13. Up the other way comes East, down by 7. In the corner, a 3-ball put up by Beswick. It's no good. Rebound comes down underneath. Godfrey is going to get tied up. Possession will go to East.
Another 3-point attempt that time by the Spartans. Have rattled around inside the rim and popped out. We've seen 3 or 4 of those now. I think at some point a couple of those are going to fall.
27-20. Lemons will inbound to Beswick. Back on the right side in the wing. Over to Taylor. Now to Lemons. Lemons, the leading scorer on this team, was held to 4 points in the first half. Jeter drives in, shot no good. Rebound controlled here by Dalton. Graham with the ball in a 7-point lead. They'll work it around the left side. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the G-man as Jeter came down and knocked it away from Garrett Dalton.
Got some blood on the kneecap there of Chance Dawson for Graham. Got white tights on, and you can see the blood coming through the tights. Got to think if he didn't have the tights on, the officials may not even see it. He'd still be in the game.
Yeah. So Graham will inbound here from the baseline. Baker, we got a 5-second call. Graham couldn't get it in. Spartans get it in now, facing some full court man. Lemons over to Taylor, down in the lane to Beswick on the right side for 3. The shot no good. Jeter had the rebound but knocked away. Here comes Darren Martin down the floor. Martin bounce passes out front to Baker. Left side over to Owens. Now a steal by Lemons. Here comes Lemons. He'll drive, take it in, and score. Lemons makes it 27-22. Graham up the floor now. They'll attack with Curto. He drives in, and we got a tie-up possession. Will point to Graham.
Curto a little out of control that time. I think he got bailed out maybe by the jump ball. I thought that was a lot of contact and a travel because he jumped in the air and then came down with the ball still in his hands. Then got tied up.
Inbound for Graham. They'll work it inside here to Curto. Out to Martin, over to Baker on the right wing. 2 minutes gone by in his third quarter. Baker. Out top to Martin. Martin will penetrate down inside, ball knocked away. Here comes Lemons. Lemons and Beswick. Over to Beswick. Driving layup shot is no good, but he is fouled, and Beswick will go to the line for a pair with the Spartans down 5.
That foul will go on Dalton for Graham, his first, team number 1 of the second half. This will be the Spartans' first free throw attempts this evening.
And the first one's up and in by Beswick. What were those team fouls for the first half?
First half, Spartans had 10, Graham had 3. Graham had 14 free throws, made 11. East had 0 attempts.
Beswick makes 1 out of 2, and a rebound will be out of bounds to Graham. It's a 4-point G-Man lead, 27-23. 5:40 to play in the third. Up the floor with it comes Martin. Feeds it baseline to Dalton. Now it goes out top. Ball knocked away by Beswick. Reached in and took it away. Beswick down the floor. Stops and throws it away. Owens with a steal. Lead pass to Martin. Layup shot is good. Martin's got 15. Graham leads it by 6. Approaching the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. Lemons in the foul lane to Jeter. Kicks it out left side. 3 ball put up by Beswick. No good. Rebound to Graham. Nick Owens pulls it in. Now they'll work it over the left side here to Owens. Owens penetrates in, gets it into Curto. He'll spin, feed it over to Baker. Open 3. No good. Rebound goes over the backboard. It'll be Spartan ball. Chance Dawson will check back in. He'll replace Owens. East up the floor, down by 6. Here's Beswick. Over to Taylor, left side 3 is no good, too strong. Rebound to Baker. 4:20 to go in the third. Graham with the ball in a 6-point lead. It's going to be knocked out by Beswick. It'll stay with Graham. Now Persinger and Penn will check in. Beswick and Taylor check out. Graham works it inside, and they beat the Spartans defensively that time, and Garrett Dalton puts it up and in. It's 31-23. The 8-point margin ties the largest lead of the night for the Graham G-men. And the Spartans have another turnover. Graham with it. Here's Drew Baker. Gives it in the corner to Dalton. He'll put it up from 10. No good. Rebound to Godfrey. Over to Penn. Lead pass down to Persinger. Driving all the way and lays it up. Shot won't go. Graham with a rebound. Here comes Martin. Goes between the circles, gives it over to Baker on the right side. Now the ball stolen away by Jeter. Jeter up the floor. Gives it over now to Penn. They'll work it down underneath to Persinger. The ball knocked away again. Here comes Graham's Darren Martin. Martin will drive down in the corner, kick it off on the wing to Curto. Now top to Baker.
Got a foul on Godfrey. That'll be his second, team number 2 for the reach around. Be a common floor foul. Justin Thomas will check in for the Spartans. Beswick will check back in. Jeter and Godfrey out.
Inbound now on the baseline to Dalton. They'll give it out front to Chance Dawson. Back on the right side to Drew Baker. Top of the key to Martin. Down underneath, ball's thrown away. It's going to be Spartan basketball, and Glenn Carlock wants a timeout. 2:49 left in the third quarter. Graham 31, East 23.
If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters all over this land.
2:49 to go in the third quarter. It is Graham with an 8-point lead, 31-23 over Greenbrier East. The G-men take the timeout. Coach Glenn Carlock, that name rings a bell. His father was the longtime and very successful head football coach of the Graham G-men. And now we got an issue. Let's see. I think we got another Graham player. Is that same Graham player with some?
No, the first one was 24. It was Dawson. That's Curto, but I'm not sure. They're checking his uniform. They got what? I don't see anything on his uniform.
I can't see anything down there, but
they're sending him back. I guess he got to change. He's taking his jersey off and heading to the locker room. It must have been important because as soon as they took him out, Graham decided not to press.
Yeah.
Now Graham will set up a little 2-3 zone.
East with the ball, down by 8. 2:40 left in our third quarter, and they throw it away. It'll be Graham basketball. Went from Penn over to Beswick and went right through his hands and out of bounds.
I think the ball was tipped by Owens for Graham, and it kind of threw off the catch spot for Beswick. Now Curto's going to come back, Jeff. He'll be 22 now.
Graham will drive in. They travel with a turnover against Chance Dawson. 7 turnovers in this quarter against Graham.
Now Quarto will check back in. He is number 22. That didn't take long. It's like Superman going in the phone booth. Jeff, I'm looking down on the bench. Graham has only played, 7 guys tonight?
I think so.
But most of those guys down there don't even have their warm-ups off. East has played a bunch. Logan Taylor will check back in for Bryson Penn.
One young man has a man bun starter set.
He got tape in his hair. You don't often see that. He's got his hair taped up.
Yeah. Graham down or leading by 8. Here's a 3 by Lemons. It's not going to be there. Rebound pulled in by Martin. Here come the G-men with an 8-point lead.
And they'll throw it away.
Yep.
Now we'll see Gabe Kasner check in for the Spartans. Logan Thomas checking in. Not Logan Thomas, I'm sorry. Justin Thomas. Justin Davis. Messed that up.
Here comes Persinger, left wing 3 in the air, and it's good for Persinger. He's got 7 points. Persinger makes it 31-26. The lead cut down to 5. Down to 1:40 to go in the third. Now a steal by Persinger. Lead pass over to Taylor. Taylor will send it back over to Lemons. Drives inside. Baseline J is no good. Rebound pulled in by Curto. Back comes Graham. Baker will drive in, and Lemons slaps it out of bounds. Baker will inbound. Gets it into Darren Martin, who's been held in check for the most part in this third quarter with only 4 points. He's got 15 in the game. Ball knocked away. Kasner, lead pass up to Persinger. Persinger drives, stops, shoots, and scores. Devin Persinger with 9, and it's 31-28. It's down to a 3-point lead with a minute to go in this third quarter.
Outstanding ball fake that time by Persinger to get Dalton, the big guy, off his feet. Persinger gave it up about 8 inches that time and got Dalton off his feet, able to make the layup.
Curto down inside, forces it up, rebound to Persinger. Spartans can tie on this possession, but they throw it away. Baker drives into the right side. Stops, gets it out to Dawson. Back over to Baker. He'll drive, laid up shot, no good, out of bounds to East. Went off the hands of Garrett Dalton with 33 seconds to go in the third. Spartans against some pressure. They break it now, down by 3. Here's a 3 by Persinger, is partially blocked. Rebound controlled by Martin. Darren Martin up the floor, goes down the right side, puts it up, shot no good. Lemons rebounds with 15 seconds. Here comes Lemons, driving up the floor, leans in, shoots, can't get it to fall. Dalton has it for the G-men with 5 seconds. And a foul on Lemons, 70 feet away from the basket with 4.5.
That'll be his second, team third. Trying to poke the ball away. I think Coach Coles will take a timeout here.
With 4.5 seconds to go, it's a full timeout. Graham leading by 3. It's a G-men 31, Spartans 28.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
All right, Bimbo Coles takes a timeout with 4.5 seconds to go. And Casey, really an important stop opportunity here for this East defense with 4.5 to go.
Yeah, want to make sure they're in the right defense here.
Graham works it down over to Martin, and they don't get off a shot. Into 3, it's Graham 31, East 28.
Greenbrier Motors, West Virginia's only Ram certified agriculture truck dealer, has served the area for over 75 years and has built a reputation for specializing in selling medium and heavy duty work trucks and accessories. Come see our full line of trucks and accessories at Greenbrier Motors, Fairleigh.
I'm just going to let this song roll and let the people at home listening in fill in the blanks where it's necessary. After 3, it's Graham leading East here, 31-28. 8-8 the score there in that third quarter of play. The Spartans had trailed at 1 point by 8 at 31-23 and had a 5-0 run, keyed by Devin Persinger to end out that quarter.
Yeah, Persinger played well that quarter, had 5 points. He's leading scorer for the Spartans right now with 9. And the best play by far for him was getting down low, getting the 2-point basket, going up against Garrett Dalton. Pump fake, got Dalton off his feet and able to execute the layup there.
East ball to begin the fourth. They'll work in the corner, a 3 for the tie, missed by Beswick. Rebound controlled by the Graham G-men. Up the floor comes Darren Martin. Out top of the circle to the right side for Nick Owens. Now they'll get it down in the lane. Here's a shot by Curto. It's no good. Rebound Jeter. Spartans can tie on this possession with a 3. Here comes Persinger. He'll drive all the way. Baseline shot. No good. Rebound pulled in. Jeter puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Graham rebounds with Dalton. The lead pass goes down the floor. Gets it inside to Martin. Out top to Owens. Graham pulls it back and he'll set up the offense. A minute gone by here in this fourth quarter. Graham by 3. Down underneath, here's a drive. They'll put it up and score, and a foul on East. Garrett Dalton, chance for the 3-point play.
That foul will go on Jeter for the Spartans. That'll be his second, team 4th. Dalton with 11 points now. He's 3 of 4 at the foul line this evening. Now Godfrey will check in for the Spartans. Persinger checking out. Good solid minutes off the bench for Devin Persinger the second half. Really the whole game mentioned, his leading scorer for the Spartans with 9 right now.
And the three-point play is successful as Dalton hits it at the line. He's got 12 points. Graham leads it now by 6. 34-28, 6:40 to go in the fourth. Beswick with it. Graham being aggressive defensively in a man-to-man. He'll give it up top to Lemons. Lemons draws a foul. Block foul called against Nick Owens.
That'll be Owens' first, team number 2 in the second half.
Taylor looks to get it in. Finds Jeter. He finds a lane. Dumps it off. Godfrey lays it up. Shot won't fall. Rebound to Graham. Had a wide open look. Graham down low, and they're going to lose it out of bounds. And oh my goodness, it went off Martin. He was standing out of bounds. Now that was a bad call. That was a bad call.
I agree.
On the baseline, a 3-ball put up. That one missed by Baker. Rebound controlled by East. So the Spartans didn't lose anything there. Up the floor, and Jeter's shot won't fall. Hit underneath the rim. Rebound to Graham. Down to 5:50 to play. Graham works it down inside. Kicks it back out to the wing for Baker. Goes baseline, sends it over to Dalton. Out front it goes. Over to Owens. Graham a little content maybe to run a little time. Leading by 6. 5.5 to play here in Bluefield, Virginia. Darren Martin has it out top. He will drive and he will scoop it up and draw the foul.
That foul's going on Godfrey, I believe. That'll be his 3rd, team 5th. I think that's what they were doing. They were spreading out, Jeff, trying to get the ball in Martin's hands. Greenbrier playing man-to-man defensively, just allow Martin, with his athletic ability, to get to the rim.
And he missed the foul shot. Second one, missed them both on a rebound, pulled down by Rozelle Godfrey. Spartan ball down 6, 5:10 to go. Beswick, baseline 15-footer, good. Beswick scores, he's got 7, and it's 34-30. East down by 4 with 5 minutes to play. Here's Drew Baker. Out top it goes. To the left wing. They'll take it inside, laid up and score. Basket made by Garrett Dalton, and Bimbo Coles is going to bring the 3 of those JV players back in here in next dead ball. Underneath, Jeter feeds it inside. Ball knocked away and stolen by Dalton. Graham with the ball and a 6-point lead.
Got a foul on Beswick now on a reach. That'll be his 2nd, team 6th.
Tyler Young, Tucker By, and Clay Jackson will check in. Graham ball leading 36-30. 4:20 to go in our game. Graham works it down inside. Layup shot good by Garrett Dalton. He's had a big quarter. It's 38-30. Spartans get it up the floor now, and it's stolen away by Darren Martin. Martin drives in, strong to the basket, lays it up and in. 10-point lead, largest of the game for the G-men. 40-30 now. Ball loose on the floor. Tie-up possession. Arrow's going to point over to Graham.
East now with 18 turnovers in the game.
Graham breaks the East pressure. They'll drive in, and Tyler Young is going to get called for a foul.
That'll be his first, team 7th, so it'll be a 1-on-1 situation. I think this is 2 shots for Nick Owens for Graham.
Look at the team fouls right now, and look at it for the game.
17 for East, 5 for Graham.
Free throw missed by Nick Owens.
East has 1 point at the foul line. Graham has 13.
12-point difference and a 10-point lead. Now it's an 11-point lead as Nick Owens scores at the line, 41-30. And we got a timeout on the floor. 3:39 to go. It's Graham 41, Greenbrier East 30. Graham with an 11-point lead. Spartan basketball facing full court man defense from the G-men. 3:39 to go. Clay Jackson will inbound as he gets it into Lemons. Lemons will bring it up the floor, skip the pass over to Jackson. In the left corner to Vi. Out top, here's a Beswick 3, and that one's short. Rebound cleared by Graham's Nick Owens. 3:20 to play. Graham brings it down inside. We got a foul called on the floor. That'll go on Tyler Young.
That'll be his second. Team 8, so it should send Martin to the line for a 1-on-1 here. He's got 17 points.
He's down by 11. And Martin hits the first foul shot. He's got 18. And it's 42-30. Second one, no good. Rebound to Beswick. 12-point Graham lead. 3:10 to play. And a foul coming up before is called on Graham. They'll give that one to Drew Baker.
That'll be his first, team 3rd.
Spartans down by 12. Here's Lemons with it in the corner. Sends a pass too high for Vi. It'll turn over to Graham. Lady Spartans have defeated Beckley tonight by a final score of 75-56, and it's always good when you beat Beckley, Casey, and especially in that series just because.
Well, it's sectional seeding in that one also, so it's a nice win for the Governor tonight. That's a Beckley team that's much improved.
Down low, here's Garrett Dalton. He'll put it up on the second chance and score, and it's a 14-point lead, 44-30.
We got a foul on a 3-point shot attempt by Lemons. That foul's going on Owens for Graham. That'll be his second, team 4th, but it should be 3 shots here for Lemons. Greenbrier East, Jeff, so far only 2 points. 1 basket by Beswick's, all the scoring this quarter. On the other hand, Dalton for Graham, he's got 9 points this quarter alone.
And the shot missed by Lemons. Second one in the air, good. I think cheerleaders were supposed to cheer during free throws. Lemons makes 2 out of 3. 8 points in the game. Spartans down 12. Layup shot good by Graham.
Martin once again.
Martin's got 20 points now, and it's 46-32. 2:15 left. Lemons shot in the lane, no good. Rebound to Graham. Curto pulls it in. Gives it over to Martin. Back on the left side, they'll work it underneath. Layup good again by Dalton. He's got 20 points too. 48-32. Under 2 minutes to play here in Bluefield.
Beswick with a missed three.
Rebound comes into Martin. Up the floor with it comes Drew Baker. 1:35 to go and a foul here on Beswick.
That'll be Beswick's third, team ninth. So Dalton will go to the line for a 1-and-1 here. Looks like Coach Carlock's going to mass substitution after these free throws. Now we'll see Dodd and Kasner check in for the Spartans. Lemons and Beswick check out. He's so far this quarter, Jeff, been outscored 17-4 before these free throws.
And the free throws missed. Rebound to East. Spartans get it up the floor. Here's Tucker Vi. He'll drive in, draw the foul against Garrett Dalton.
Be Dalton's second, team fifth. Send Vi to the line for a pair.
A little disappointed we didn't see Ahmad Bradshaw here tonight. Wanted to congratulate him for beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl. You know, he wasn't supposed to score on that.
No.
He was supposed to stop at the one, and the way he stopped his, and his momentum carried him in, I think he did it on purpose. He scored the game-winning touchdown in the Super Bowl. Do you blame him?
No.
All right, Vi at the line hits 1 out of 2. 15-point lead, 48-33. Minute and 15 to go. Graham works it into Nick Miller. He'll put it up. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Miller. He'll throw it out front. It goes to Chance Dawson with a minute to go. In the lane, the man bun puts it up. That's Ricky White. Shot no good. Rebound cleared by Clay Jackson with 45 seconds to go. Jackson over to Vi. Vi will drive in. He draws the foul against Ricky White.
That'll be White's first. Vi will go back to the line. He's got 1 point, 1 of 2 at the foul line. And Jeff, you and I were anticipating this game starting early. We were on 9:20 still playing. Usually by now we're off the air and I'm heading to the interstate home.
All right, Vi scores the free throw. 48-34. Missed the second. Rebound to Jason Dodd. Dodd will power dribble down and then ball knocked away from him. We got a foul called here on the floor.
Now to go on Dodd. His second. Now we got a technical on somebody.
What?
I think they called it on Bimbo. Because he did not give a number.
Free throw's good by Nick Miller. You know, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it. I think Bimbo Coles, being the head coach, is going to draw some officials to want to call a technical foul on him.
I don't know what he said. He didn't yell. He's sitting there with his legs crossed.
And the reason I say that is when he was an assistant with Jerry Bradley.
Why is there 3 free throws?
Well, we had a foul call.
Oh, okay.
When Bimbo was an assistant with Jerry Bradley, he got teed up a couple of times, and I remember Jerry telling him, he's like, yeah, he said, that guy's going to always tell somebody he teed up Bimbo Coles. You know what I'm saying?
I could see that.
And he may have said a magic word, but he had no body language. He wasn't animated. He wasn't even standing up.
I know, he's sitting with his legs crossed. I mean, looks like you and I just sitting up here in the bleachers right now. Didn't yell. Another foul on Dodd. That'll be his third.
And if that's the case, in terms of what I, said a moment ago, that's unfortunate.
These guys have called a good game. The foul numbers are obviously a huge discrepancy in fouls, but they've called a good game. Shot missed by Purnell for Graham.
Second one hit the support cable.
But I know Coach Cole's got to be upset. 21 team fouls on the Spartans only for the game, 8 for Graham.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's only a couple times we've kind of questioned, especially like Martin carrying the ball out of bounds. That's really what Cole thought went the wrong way.
Clay Jackson will drive in and score down low on the left side. 51-36 is our score now. Down to 10 seconds to go. Graham is just going to run it out. Final score, Graham 51, East 36. Well, against Beckley last week, the third quarter spelled trouble for the Spartans. The week before that, it was the fourth quarter against Hurricane that the Spartans had issues, and tonight it was the fourth quarter again here at Graham. It was a 3-point lead for the Graham G-men at 31-28 going into the fourth quarter. The Spartans outscored 20-8 in the fourth quarter here tonight to the Graham G-men, and East now falls to 0-3 on the 2017-2018 high school basketball season. Greenbrier East had some leads early in this contest. Their last lead, though, in fact, did come at 6-5 at the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. And after that, it was basically all G-men. The Spartans just couldn't get over the hump. The closest East would come would be 3-point deficits at several times throughout the evening. And again, it was a 3-point game going to the fourth quarter, but Graham outscores East 20-8. Time now for our Greenbrier Valley Physical Therapy Player of the Game, and tonight it'll go to Devin Persinger. Persinger comes off the bench tonight, finishes up with 9 points. Casey really gave East a spark there in that third quarter as they were trying to mount the comeback.
Yeah, he played well. He had a couple steals, knocked down a 3, back-to-back possessions he scored. Then he got down on a turn, stole the ball, drove coast to coast, and got Dalton, the big guy for Graham, on his back, did a pump fake, got Dalton off his feet, able to convert, and really he was the spark there in the third quarter when East made a little run. Just unfortunately in the fourth quarter, just couldn't do anything with Graham.
51-36 the final. We'll come back. Casey will take a look at our final numbers.
Okay, scoring first for Graham. Darren Martin with 20, Drew Baker 3, Nick Owens 1, Emil Curto 4, Nick Miller 3, and Garrett Dalton 20 points. Shooting for Graham tonight, they were 16 of 36 overall from the field, 44%, 0 of 4 from 3, 0%, 18 of 27 from the foul line, 67%. Scoring for the Spartans, Lemons with 8, Godfrey 2, Beswick 7, Persinger 9, Taylor 6, Tucker Vi 2, and Clay Jackson 2 points. Shooting for the Spartans tonight, they were 13 of 38 overall from the field, 34%, 3 of 20 from 3, 15%, and 5 of 9 from the foul line, 55%. Add all up, Graham 51, Greenbrier East 36.
Don't forget our next Greenbrier East Spartan basketball broadcast coming up next Tuesday night from the South Charleston Community Center. Greenbrier East taking on the Black Eagles. Vic Herbert on this road trip, this 2-game road trip now. East 0-3, looking for a win, Casey. It's going to be tough there at South Charleston. They're always good.
And it's a tough shooting environment because you got that white ceiling. They reflect the lights off of it. It makes it seem really dark in there. East has struggled. We've had some really good teams going there with Coach Justice in the past in the regionals, Jeff, and just not been able to do anything successfully.
One of the biggest upsets in school history took place there in 1988. The Spartans beat South Charleston. Black Eagles were ranked #1 in the state. That was a team that had Juan Haynes and J.B. Perrine, Junior Ballstick, Mark O'Brien, Marcus McClung, and those guys. That's been 30 years ago, and East won that game in overtime. One of the greatest high school games we've ever seen, 104 to 101. So that's the only time I can remember us ever winning in there.
Yeah, we had a couple good teams with Rondell and couldn't get anything done in that place.
So that'll be our next broadcast coming up on Wednesday night. Greenbrier East at South Charleston. That'll do it from here. Our final score again, Graham 51, East 36. For Ralph Church back at our Radio Greenbrier studios in Fairleigh and Casey Crane, this is Jeff Campbell wishing you a Merry Christmas.